Hey guys, hope you're all doing well. So welcome to my June favorites. Now, for the month of June 2019, I was all over the place in terms of my makeup. And so I don't really have like true favorites. I have things that I use that I liked, but not like use them the whole month and different things. So trying new things and things like that. So when that happens to me in a month and I want to do, I don't have to put a favorites video out, but I like to like recoup the month just like I do quarterly reports. But I like to look back at my old favorite videos that I've made in the past and see what I liked a year ago, 2 years ago, and see if I still like them or has something dethroned them and things like that. So that's what we're going to do with this one. The video that I watched, my June favorites, was actually from 2017, because I don't even know if I had a June favorites in 2018. I just got back into my monthly favorites. But yeah, I watched the 2017 and I watched the things that I liked. And in June, she said, which was me, past me, she said that she had a really small amount of favorites. And so we'll talk about those small things because they're very interesting. So the first thing that I mentioned 2 years ago was my large palette. So this is around the time I had made this. This is the, this one's empty. This is my large magnetic palette. I have a video on this. And I made this. And I got a lot of requests for people to make it for people. And so I made I started making maybe like 8 of them, and I put it up on Etsy. I put it up on Etsy to sell, and I sold 2 of them. And I talked about like if this is something people wanted. They're $40. I still have the materials. I have a few more. Let me know if you buy one. I don't know if I'd go into business with them, but like to sell the remaining ones that I have. Or maybe I'll give one away. I don't know. But like, I don't know. I don't know where I'm going with this. But this was a favorite 2 years ago. And I still love this jumbo palette. You guys know I love magnetic palettes. And so, yeah, they're there. And I have materials if I want to make another one. If I get a influx, a huge PR package, hint, hint, of single shadows. 154 of them because that's how much the palette holds. All right. Yes. So then I talked about this brush. This is so funny. This is Earth Therapeutics. This is a powder brush I got from like, I don't know, Burlington or something like that. I picked up this powder brush. And the reason why this is a good powder brush. It's big. It's fluffy. I love huge powder brushes. Nothing wrong with this brush. I still love this brush. So funny because probably a few months before I went to IMAX, I was like, my brushes, all my powder brushes are crap right now. Like, I wash them and they get really weird, and I think whatever I'm washing them with, they're just like matte. They're really gross. Like, all my powder brushes like went to shit at the same time. And this was the only one that did not. So I was using this powder brush. I was like, I'm going to go to IMAX and get some powder brushes. But I was using this powder brush as my only powder brush for a while. So it's really nice to know that it was my favorite a while ago and it held up and was a favorite again. But yeah, this brush was about $3 at IMAX, Burlington or like TJ Maxx, something like that. So yeah, but since then I picked up a couple other powder brushes. I have this Motor Pro by Royal and Langnickel. I actually have 2 of these. I picked these up at IMAX, and I picked up another brush because yeah, all my powder brushes went to shit. So I thought that was interesting that I mentioned that. The next thing that I mentioned was well, not necessarily in order, but I mentioned the e.l.f. Long Lasting Lustrous Eyeshadow. This is one of those examples of something that I fall in love with and then they just fall off the face of the earth. So this is what it is. It's a cream eyeshadow, but they're metallic glittery eyeshadows. In jars, and they were $3 on the e.l.f. website. I got them from the e.l.f. website, and wherever e.l.f. was sold, you could find them. This is in the shade Toast. I think this is the one I showed off in the video. These are great as sparkly toppers to an eyeshadow look. You do a look, I mentioned in that video I was doing a lot of halo eyes at the time, and you add this shine, take your finger and dab it and add this shine right on your lid. They're beautiful. They still held, these are the same ones from 2 years ago I was talking about. They're still creamy. They're still good because I keep them sealed and different things like that. But e.l.f. doesn't make these anymore. e.l.f. needs to come up with a bomb cream shadow in a pot. Remember the smudge pots? Got rid of those. Like, I just can't. But no, I still enjoy these. Obviously, I got a lot. I don't use them like on a daily basis or anything like that. But these definitely make a really pretty sparkly topper to shadow looks. There's about 7 shades, I think. And they're all like in the metallic gold, bronze, silver type of family. But yeah, it was interesting. Another thing I had a favorite in June was my Lemonhead Space Paste. Now, I still love Lemonhead Space Paste. It is a glitter. This is the one in Mulholland. This is the one I showed in the video. It is a glitter gel that sets and doesn't flake off until you're ready to wipe it off with makeup remover. Excuse me, you can use them on your face, your body, your hair. People use them everywhere. I really enjoy these. However, Lemonhead Space Paste is expensive, like $30-something a jar expensive. That's why I only get them at IMATS. I just bought one from IMATS called Dirty Penny, because this was a unique shade that I did not have in my other glitter gel that I'm about to show you. So if you're into this type of glitter gel that does not set, fade away type of thing, but you just $30-something a jar, right? The way your bank account set up. The ColourPop, what is it called? Glitterly Obsessed. Candice, get it together. Glitterly Obsessed. There are these glitter gels in a jar. This one I'm holding is one with the Bretman Rock collaboration. This one's called She Lit. But they have a bunch of shades, probably about a dozen or so, on their website. And it's the same concept. They have some with chunkier glitter. They have some with finer glitter. It's the same concept, but these are only $8. And they're filled to the brim. Let's see how much you get. You get 15 grams, and here it doesn't say. I'm sure it says it on the website, but it doesn't say. But that's what these say, about the same size jar, filled up to the brim. So absolutely go ahead and get these, try them out. I won't say I will never buy a Space Paste again, but just like this year I got these and was like, okay, these are the same thing. I picked up another Space Paste because that color was unique. So you can reserve Space Paste, because they have some neon glitters. You can reserve Space Paste for those unique colors that you can't find. But ColourPop has some really pretty ones, so it's interesting. Alright, and then I think, where is it? Okay, I mentioned the Maybelline Fit Me Loose Finishing Powder. This is a really good powder, and I have not used it in a while. So this is reminding me to use it. I'm in the shade 40 Dark, but there is a lighter shade. It's not specifically made to be like a under eye setting powder. I mean, this can be under eye setting powder, but the other shade that I have is not like banana powder, but it's like a yellower, a lighter kind of yellowy shade, and so I use it to set under my eyes. I forgot what number it is, like 20 something. But this is a really decent powder. I haven't worn it in a while, so I gotta get this back out. I love this packaging. I mentioned this in the video, like this square. It just fits in my drawers nicely. I like right angles. They work. So yeah, I had a really small favorites, but all of them were interesting, and all of them I still have 2 years later, and I still like 2 years later, which is really, it's really good. So yeah, that is my old June faves. If you have any questions, comments, concerns about any of the products mentioned in this video, feel free to leave them down below. I love you all so much, so much, and I will talk to you guys in the next video. Bye.